I got in a fight in the 5th grade. We were playing handball. I was being pushed around by the school bully. He told me to get off the court. This other boy was laughing at me, so I swung and I hit him upside the head. And it was like intense, sudden pain, and everything went white. It didn't take long to realize that there was something desperately wrong. When I hit him, I broke my arm. I broke it in 3 places. When they took the x-rays for the broken arm, they found cancer in the shoulder joint, which is why the arm broke. A doctor came in and started drawing all over. Well, this is where they're going to cut and all this stuff. So when my mom came in, she laid it all out for me. It was very simple. I said, "Mommy, I want to live."
The doctors told me Isaac was not going to walk.
Sam was perfectly normal till just before his 3rd birthday.
Christopher kept losing weight and was very weak and not doing well.
They didn't know what it was at first. By the time they figured it out, they had to take out half of his brain to keep him alive.
It seemed very dangerous and sketchy. I was very nervous seeing them up on these horses are tall. They're 4 or 5 feet off the ground.
And I'm thinking, I'm an idiot as a mom putting my kid's life on this horse with a one-armed man. And I thought, we're out of here soon and we're never coming back.
I said, "You're going to put my epileptic son up on the back of a horse and make him stand up? You've got to be kidding."
Pretty soon Christopher was doing like a somersault forwards, then he does a somersault backwards. And at that point it's like, sold. There's nothing this coach can't do with these kids.
Within about a half an hour, there he was. It just is really empowering for Sam.
My heart bursts with pride. It's something I didn't ever expect, and I feel like everything's right.
We're the Valley View Vaulters. We teach vaulting, gymnastics on horseback for all ages and abilities.
When we started right from the beginning, it was mainstream, handicapped and non-handicapped. We've never looked back. We've never turned anyone down, as long as I can get them on the horse.
We were in Denver for nationals this past summer. My mom came up to us and said, "Do you have any idea who this coach is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's Rick Hawthorne." And she said, "No, he's one of the top coaches in the United States. And they've been doing this 32 years, and they just do amazing things with the kids."
We went to Las Vegas with 11 vaulters, all ages. We competed with 11 other clubs from 8 other states. 2 special needs, a little boy named Isaac, who is 7 now, and a young man named Sammy, who has had viral encephalitis twice.
When Sammy first started with us, he came out and his fingers were in his ears, and he's like yelling and running around, and there wasn't even a world, according to Sammy.
And within about 20 minutes, he had my son Sam up on a horse and a tear in my eye. It's amazing.
And he's 21 now, and he's able to think about what he's doing with his routine.
So Sam's been vaulting all this time, and he's here competing at the regionals.
Vaulting is like a combination of biomechanics and physics and love. If you love them enough to be tough and not give up, they are going to improve.
Rick, my first impression is he was a really tough man.
Higher, 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 higher. Hey, dude, up, up. Now work it, work it. Arm up, let's go.
As a parent, you don't like to see your kid, he'll make him feel bad in a way like, you need to do it. You're like, oh, don't talk to my kid like that.
I know that if I persist enough mentally with a student, that they are going to catch on, they are going to improve.
Rick is awesome. He's Isaac, this is what you do, and this is how you do it.
And it's my attitude of, this will happen. It's what makes the successes rather than, I hope this happens.
Isaac's first steps were right off a barrel in a vaulting competition. It changed my life completely. I was going to have a little boy in a wheelchair. Now I have a little boy who's walking around.
makes me very proud. Very proud.
It's just been so amazing for Sam. He thinks of himself as a vaulter. And he is. He really is.
The whole vaulting thing is not only a sport that develops a child's body strength and coordination, it also prepares them to lose fears.
Look at this kid, you know, he falls and gets up, and that's like, you know, I mean, that's how life, you fall and you have to get up. He inspires me every day.
The biggest lesson I've learned really is that everybody can be greater than what they think they are.
The lack of his arm is actually his strength, in my opinion, because he shows us that there's no whining. And you kind of have to man up a little bit and go, all right, I get it, I'll do it.
Heaven knows that there's a reason why I'm still on earth. I should have been dead. And it took me many years to figure out why I was buried.
That moment, that standing up on the horse was just like, that moment is just so beautiful to see. It just piles it all up. His determination, his loss of fear, my determination and my loss of fear is just right there, that moment.
There's no wondering, what if I had gone this way or done that? I couldn't have life any better than what it is.